Good afternoon YouTube, my name is Jake Penn. Probably see me popping off in the past few days with those two montages back to back. Don't worry about that, I've got more coming soon, but however today is going to be a bit of a different one, well at least for me anyway. I never thought I'd be doing this. BREEZI flick. I know, it's kind of crazy, easily the craziest flick in Rocket League. Honestly, now that I've learned it, it's really not that difficult. Trying to get there is the difficult bit with this flick, to be honest, but I think that, well, as you can see, I'm still one there, but I'm still not super consistent at it, but I feel like I need to share it because it's not super. There aren't that many tutorials out there on the BREEZI flick, so I thought I may as well just go ahead and share this little bit of info with you guys because, you know, BREEZI flick, everyone loves the BREEZI flick, created by the man BREEZI himself. Yeah, I guess I'm going to be bringing you the BREEZI flick tutorial. Never thought I'd be doing a tutorial, but I guess I am. So, first thing that's going to be happening with this is you're going to have to learn the rotation for the flick. So, what I mean by that is how you're going to move your car. So the way it basically works is a tornado spin, which is this. So the tornado spin is when you air roll one direction, so that can be either this way or this way, and then you hold your stick left or your stick right, but you can combine the air roll and the spin. You should, and that's the pirouette spin, that's something else. You'll get the tornado spin, which is that. This is a tornado spin. And if you're doing the correct tornado spin, you'll be able to stall. So if you press A, you'll be able to stall. Oh, that's something completely different to what we're doing. Once your car turns upside down, that's when you want to be doing the flick. So when it's pointing straight down like that, that's when you flick. However, you want to cancel sort of late-ish. As you can see, I'm just doing the rotation, just follow that. You want to get this motion down to the point where you're doing it every single try without fail. So then when we go to do it with the ball, might not get this every try. Well, you want to have good ball control before I do anything, so make sure that your ball control is quite nice, you're able to like jump, wave dash, do all that sort of thing. Because you're going to want to have good ball control, because if you don't have good ball control, then why are you still here? Like, go and learn how to dribble, my dude. Yeah, dribbling is a very important skill to learn in Rocket League, especially when you want to learn the fancy flicks. If you can 45 flick, or as I'm about to do, Jazer flick, or the one that Jazer invented, not really called a Jazer flick, but yeah, that flick. If you can do like the basic flicks and a couple of like intermediate flicks, then you shouldn't have any problem learning this. Yeah, if you can change direction, all that good stuff, half flip flick, all of that stuff, then you should be ready to do this, because this is a very difficult flick to try and learn. Something that not many people talk about is the setup for the flick. You want to have your front wheel, your back wheels even, slightly behind the line, as you can see there. So the ball is stable on top of my car, as you can see, so it's like I'm pushing the ball forward, but it's staying in the same spot. It's kind of hard to explain, but you can sort of replicate it just by looking at it. If you see that there. Obviously you don't want to be going supersonic, you want to have a little bit of like, you want to have time before you hit supersonic. As you can see, like my back wheels are slightly behind the white circle under the ground. So then when you put it together, you should be getting the BREEZI flick, which is kind of like that. So that wasn't a very good one. I'll be sure to get a good one in a second. Wheels behind the line. Takes a little bit of try and error to obviously get it, but once you get your first one, it's the most satisfying thing ever. Takes a lot of trial and error to do this flick. That's just because it's so complicated. The best thing about this flick is, as you can see, I messed up there. You can just learn classy flick out of it. So learning this flick, you're really learning two flicks in one, because the classy flick will come out of it. There you go. There's a BREEZI flick right there. Wheels behind the line. Do the rotation. You shouldn't have too many problems with this. But if you do have any problems, drop them in the comments and I'll try and point them out. Or, well, if you want to send me a video on like Instagram or something, then I'll be sure to tell you what's happening here and why it's not working or whatever. Obviously, my wheels were on the line there, as you can see, but that's okay. Sometimes you can pull it off just out of your ass, out of nowhere. Try again. This was just a scuffed attempt. I didn't even know what I was trying right here. Give it a few more tries. See if I can get a nice clean one for you. Do the bounce one. Something I'm not going to be covering in this video is going to be the bouncing one, because I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really hit them. I've hit one, and I haven't really figured out how to do that one. The one where it bounces and then you go into the flick. I have no idea how to really do that one, but I can do the one on the top of my car, as you can see here. That's the BREEZI flick tutorial, I guess. I don't really have much else to say about it. It's arguably one of the cleanest flicks in the game. Outside of like a couple of flicks, it's kind of a scuffed flick when you do it certain ways, but it's a fucking nice flick, I do have to say. It's one of the nicest looking flicks in the game, if you do a clean one there. I might have a clip at the end of this video if I get a nice one. But yeah, that's all. I don't know. That's all you really need to know about the BREEZI flick. It's as long as you get so the main thing is the rotation, and then so this rotation as you see here, and then having it on top of the car with your wheels located slightly behind the white circle. And as long as you do that, and then obviously it takes a little bit of trial and error, managing your boost properly. Using your boost is quite important, I forgot to mention that. Using the boost to put your car into the correct position to do the flick is very important. Effectively just using your boost to get into the proper musty flick position. Because obviously it's a musty flick just with the rotation in the middle. There you go, there's a good one. However, ideally it would go in if you're in a game, so... yeah, a lot of trial and error, but it shouldn't be too hard to get down if you're doing it properly. Also, don't hit reverse cam like me. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for this video, really. Not really sure what I want to do for my next video, but yeah, I mean, I guess that'll do for now. Yeah, if you have any suggestions on tutorials that you want to see, then just drop them in the comments. I'll be sure to do them. And yeah, that's been me. Peace out.